If you have not heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. It's called Anchor. You can download it today at the Play Store. Peace. Support the work of Strike 7 Sports by heading to fanatics.com and purchasing officially licensed gear from the NFL, the NBA, and more. Each purchase made through the text link below goes into the funding of the Strike 7 Sports brand. To proceed, go to the link strike7sports.com/fanatics. I say again, strike7sports.com/fanatics. Thank you. Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, strike7sports.com. I'm joined by my co-host tonight, and Brian Bottom, the old Seaberry. It's another episode of Strike 7 Sports Podcast on YouTube. So today, man, we're going to talk about the NBA All-Star break, and more in particular, two teams that we thought were going to be in the upper echelon in their respective conferences by the All-Star break. You already know who we talking about. I think you do. And that's the Los Angeles Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets. So far, we're going to All-Star break this week, and it's the complete opposite. We got the Lakers, who are in ninth place in the Western Conference behind the, right in front of the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, not New Orleans Pelicans, the Portland Trail Blazers, who I thought was trying to tank, but they've been winning ever since they made the moves. So I don't know what's going on up there, because if they do make the playoffs, they lose out on the pick from Chicago, so they can't get the guy that they're looking for. But it's another story for a different day. And we got the Brooklyn Nets that are in 8th place. That team, they dropped from being one of the top seeds in the East to an 8th-seeded team. They've lost the last 10 games. They're 1-9. They have a 1-9 record in the last 10 games. They finally got off the losing side of things with a victory recently. And both teams are in play-in tournament alley. So I want to ask y'all, my co-hosts tonight. I'll look at the standings. If you look at them yourself, if you look at them as well, if you did, both teams have an opportunity after the All-Star break to get out of playing tournament central and into a higher seed in the West and in the Eastern Conference. So I want to ask y'all, Nets and Lakers, do you think they stay in the playing teams, or are they playoff teams after the All-Star break? Nets got a shot, I think. Go ahead.
I'll take this one first. I think they both figure out a way to make the playoffs. Who I think could potentially make a run, the Nets, because they just have a better roster. They have just guys I feel like that could put them together. They figure out the chemistry. They can make a run to at least the semifinals, maybe Eastern Conference Finals. And also, with the lower the seed, if this vaccine mandate thing still stays, Kyrie Irving will be able to play 4 out of the 7 games if it goes to Game 7, and they'll be able to play the road games. So that's an advantage for Brooklyn. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I think that the Nets have the better chance. They're just the better overall team.
Leo?
Yeah. At this point, the Nets do have a better team, but the question is, at least the problem is, I don't know if Kyrie, like I said, Kyrie, he might, if they lift the mandates by then, he might be available for all 7 games. You just never know, but But I feel that personally, I feel despite the top heavy move, I feel like the Lakers are deeper because I feel like they have more rotation guys. In my opinion, like even though they're kind of top heavy. Both teams are really top heavy, and then you have a back end full of rotation players, but as most star teams do. But I feel like the Lakers are personally they're just deeper in my opinion, and I feel that if DB and I were talking about this, I think in the last podcast, if someone were to take down a Golden State or take out a Phoenix, you would pick the Lakers out of the lower tier teams that's between 7 and 10 range. The Lakers have a chance because when you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, guys that can give you 30 a night, don't tell me that they don't have a chance now. Don't tell me they don't. So I will go with the Lakers because I feel like the Nets. I feel like the East is deeper this year than it is in past years. And Brian and I were talking about this. Like the East is deep. It's loaded. Like we talked about it's about 5 or 6 teams that come out the East, and I don't even know if you had a Nets in there.
5 or 6?
Yeah, I think come out the East like that. It's about 5 or 6 teams. That could come out.
Go ahead, bro. All right, I'll go ahead. To me, man, I think I gotta go with the Nets, man. I think they could get out of this playing game, spot where they at right now, man. With the talent they have, I think it's a good spot for Ben Simmons. He doesn't have to be the guy that's taking his shots. They got a guy that can, grab rebounds, push the ball up the court, do other things, not to score a lot of points. You got Kyrie. Hopefully, I think Adam Silver called out. He criticized the New York City's vaccine, mandate for indoor businesses. He called it out today, criticizing it. So they may play into his favor. Kyrie can come back, play every day. KD can get healthy. I think they're a pretty good team. I think Brooklyn could be a pretty good team. As for the Lakers, if they stay where they at, if they stay in playing game that playing game range, I got them as a favorite to come out, and that's with the Pelicans and with their guy. They got C.J. McCollum right now. They got added C.J. McCollum. They got Portland. You got with San Antonio. Who else in there? Let me see real quick. In the West, you got Clippers, Trailblazers, Timberwolves. I think the Lakers would be the favorite to come out of there. Now, this would be an upset right here, man. This would be epic, man. I think if the Lakers lose in the play-in tournament, bro, your boy gonna get fired, man. Frank Vogel, I think he's gonna get fired, bro. The Lakers should be the favorite to come out of the play-in tournament, bro. And if they come out there, if they just blow past, it does straight up does blow out the playing tournament. I think that I give them a chance to knock off Golden State, bro. A slight chance to knock them off, man. Because I think when LeBron and AD are clicking, man, they're pretty difficult to defend, in my opinion. And that way, Russ could do other things. You know what I'm saying? Russ doesn't have to be the guy. Hopefully, if AD can stay healthy, they can make some noise. But I think it'll be the Nets to me. I think the Lakers might stay a playing team, bro. There's a chance they stay a playing tournament team. What do y'all think?
Yeah, the Lakers, yeah, I believe their schedule is too tough. Unless if they go on some insane run, they're going to be a playing team. And if they get the wrong matchup, they could lose either their first or second game. So it's not a guarantee they'll make the playoffs, but I believe they will. But yeah, the West, even the bottom of it is, even though it's not as strong as it's been in years past, the bottom teams definitely can beat the Lakers. And the way I look at it, the Lakers, if they make to the playoffs, they're going to lose the first round either way. I'm just.
They gonna get smoked?
They can make it a series, like that means pushing it to 6, but I believe they'll lose it'll be a swift exit for them in the playoffs. And then they'll have some decisions to make in the offseason. I still think Frank Vogel won't get fired but if I don't think he'll get fired, but we'll see what the front office decides to do. But if he goes, I feel like Rob Pelinka, Kurt Rambis have to go, and they should just start from scratch. That's what I believe.
These man, so you think they should trade AD? I've been hearing that floating around as well.
Yeah, I don't think they should trade AD. I think as long as LeBron's there, they should try to win it. Just build some pieces around this big three and try to compete for a title. But once LeBron leaves, and if they feel like they can't build around AD to try to win a championship, they should just blow it up, in my opinion. And he may not want to be there because he has a few more years left. The main reason why he wanted to stay was, one, he got the most money here, and also he wanted to play with LeBron James. But the moment that ends, I wouldn't be surprised if he wants out. And it may be best for both parties.
Where do you think he ends up?
I could see him trying to go back home to Chicago. They could use a guy like him. I was thinking about this the other day. Where could AD end up? Where he may want to go, but what's best for the Lakers may be two different things. But a team that Boston would be interested. But he needs to go to a team where he can't be the guy. He's kind of like this number 2 piece, or maybe even the number 3 option. But because as good as he is, we've seen what AD as a number 1 option can be. That's a team that can barely make the playoffs, and when they do, they lose in the first round. They made it that 1 year to the second round when Portland was.
Portland.
Portland's an interesting donation, but yeah, they were able to beat Portland in the first round. But I mean, that's the only time they left. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But I wouldn't be surprised if AD wants out. An interesting spot could be maybe Utah, because as good as Gobert is, he isn't as skilled as.
He ain't gonna want to go there, man.
I think. Look, he wants to win, and so he'll do what's best for them.
Man,
and the
it's
Lakers,
different, man. This is different. This is different, man. This ain't the NFL.
I don't know.
Markets in the NBA means a lot, man. These cities, like the type of city they go to, means a lot to me. And with the money.
It all depends on the player and the situation. If you're in the right situation, like Giannis, for example, I know he's an international player, but he's just in the right situation. And as for right now, he's probably going to retire as a Buck. But he did have some comments a few weeks back, or actually a few months back, saying that he doesn't know what his next challenge would be. It may end up leaving Milwaukee. So we'll see.
Already?
He may want a new challenge.
He just signed Supermax, man.
Say what?
He just signed Supermax.
Yeah, but he just may want a new challenge. I think he stays in Milwaukee, but I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves. He may just want to try something different. He's already won a title in Milwaukee. But if he decided he wanted out, I wouldn't have blamed him.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But that's what I see, man. I think the Lakers may stay in that playing spot, but I think I would have them favored to win it, and a slight chance to beat the Golden State Warriors. Well, you're the 8 seed, so you will play 8 or 7 seed. You will play the Warriors or the Suns. You might rematch with the Suns. You might. I don't know if you want to catch the Suns again, man. See, Phoenix looking pretty good right now, but we'll see, man. But should be interesting after the All-Star break, man. Lakers didn't make any trades. Brooklyn made a trade. I think they've gotten a lot better with Ben Simmons. We'll see how everything plays out in Philadelphia to see if they if you can get that 1 or 2 seed in the East. Right now they're the 5th seed, so we'll see how everything plays out. All right, that's all we have for y'all for right now. Give us a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let us know how you feel. Do you think the Lakers or the Nets are going to be remain playing teams, or playoff teams after the All-Star break? Also, description box below. Check out strike7sports.com for latest content on NFL, the NBA, and much more. Have a blessed night. Peace. Be out.